All right, Leslie R. from Austin, Texas. Here we go. Unless you're used to mediocre foods, please do not waste your time or money, period. My chili cheese dog was not eatable. Okay, that's a new word. Eatable. Not edible, eatable. We each took 2 bites and went somewhere else.
Hey everyone, you're watching Robertland on YouTube. I'm really excited for this episode. It's one of my favorites. It's about PiNKS hot dogs. Unfortunately, all of the footage of myself in this episode was lost in a dumpster fire. But I'm excited to bring this to you because we gotta keep it authentic, you know? I didn't want to do another episode just because we lost my footage. I want you guys to hear our first reaction, our real reaction to eating at PiNKS. So we're gonna give it to you.
Welcome to Robertland. That's right, your favorite not safe for work fast food comedy podcast. And I'm your host, Robert Thompson, comedian, musician, fast food do. What is up, everybody? How you guys doing? And here's my co-host, Mr. Rossco Soletrain. What is up, Rossco?
Dude, it's been a wild ride, brother.
I know, man.
Yeah, life.
Yeah, life is kind of a little pink in the middle, or maybe a little pink in general. We're talking about PiNKS hot dogs today.
Whoa, that was a great segue.
You, man.
Holy shit, brother.
I was going to say something else is pink in the middle, but you could use your imagination, and I'm excited. It's a good one, dude. Is it a good one, though, Robert? It is a good one.
Okay.
Because this is an L.A. legend, and we're going to get into this famous L.A. hot dog fucking...
We're gonna, but before we do that, we got to get into my favorite segment.
Your favorite segment? A theme park
minute or a fast food minute
with Zack Hillman.
Enjoy.
This is Fast Food Minute with Zack Hillman. Sure, theme park food can be expensive, but $100 for a sandwich? Well, Disneyland's new sandwich does cost a Benjamin, but its mammoth proportions are intended to feed 6 to 8 people, or just one man from Texas named Carl. Starting in June, guests can purchase the family-sized PiMini at PIM Test Kitchen, part of the all-new Avengers campus in Disney's California Adventure. Themed around the Ant-Man movies, the restaurant focuses on shrinking and blowing up regular-sized foods. Aside from the giant panini, there's also a special Mountain Dew that produces instant testicular shrinkage. Wait, oh, shoot, I read that wrong. This is a little embarrassing. So apparently, it's just regular Mountain Dew, and it just kills your...
Oh, man. Zachariah always hits it right in the jugular.
Dude,
you know?
man, I'm going to do his podcast pretty soon.
Yeah, the Spongeworthy podcast.
Yeah, you're going to be on... You've been on it, too.
I've been on a couple times. You
Cool.
get to talk about Seinfeld.
It's a Seinfeld podcast.
Yeah.
Speaking of Seinfeld, has he ever been to PiNKS?
I feel like he has.
You know, I bet you they kicked his ass out of there.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is an L.A. staple. We're like,
Yeah.
hey, piss off back to Nathan's.
They did let, what's his name, Tony Danza hang out there.
Yeah, I know there's
for
a
a
lot
little bit.
A lot of New Yorkers probably like Pink. PiNKS is like, if you want an old school fucking, I mean, dude, there's so many.
If you want an old school fucking, you go to PiNKS.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
No. I'm trying to do my best to not say anything too derogatory
Keywords.
or inflammatory.
We love PiNKS.
But we love PiNKS.
We love PiNKS, yeah. And before we talk about our love for PiNKS, there's a lot of history on
Yeah,
PiNKS.
I want to hear about this
It
history.
is a Los Angeles staple since 1939. The hot dog stand, which serves over 2,000 hot dogs and 200 hamburgers in a day, which doesn't surprise me in the slightest because there's always a line. It's a famous line, by the way. PiNKS was started in 1939 by Paul and Betty PiNKS' parents. It was a push cart, and they purchased it for $50, the money they borrowed from their mother. Actually, I take that back. Paul and Betty PiNKS started it from the money that was raised by the mother, $50. Hot dogs at the time were 10 cents, and Cokes were a nickel. PiNKS offered curb service, and they were lucky to sell 100 hot dogs in a day. But in 1941, the landlord raised their rent from $15 to $25 a month, a 67% increase, and Paul and Betty were forced to either find a way to acquire the property or go bust. Anyway, we know that didn't happen. Paul and Betty, with a little collateral, with lots of conviction, acquired the property. and that's how it started. It was $4,000 to purchase the land. Can you imagine that land that PiNKS sits on right now? $4,000.
Is that Melrose?
No, it's on the corner of, what is it? It's not Melrose. What is it? I'm gonna look this up real quick because now I'm
yeah, like, I mean it's Hollywood.
It's you're in Hollywood, yeah, for sure.
And you're spending the rent is that it's insane. It's
dude.
Wild.
Yeah.
Just you tell me, with just a meager $50, they started PiNKS
$50,
hot dogs.
yeah. Okay, so it's on La Brea.
Okay.
So regardless, okay. Anyway, so moving forward, all they really had was a simple meal. It was a chili dog and a hamburger, and they scrapped together enough money to build that hot dog stand on the. Oh, it is Melrose, La Brea and Melrose, to make that hamburger stand, and it included parking for about 25 cars, and eventually the indoor and patio seating expanded to accommodate 80 customers. Paul and Betty were also raising 2 children, Beverly and Richard. In order to afford living expenses, it was necessary for Paul and Betty to find another source of income, so they opened up a flower store next door to PiNKS in 1958. The flower store thrived for 10 years due to the talent of Betty, the designer of flower arrangements, which she learned working part-time as a designer with her brother, a florist, who was also helping to run PiNKS Hot Dogs with Paul. All right. So they operated the hot dog stand with 4 employees, expanding over time to 10 and now 20. Oh, no, actually, there's 30 people that work at PiNKS to this day. In 1985, at the age of 73 and 75, Paul and Betty retired. At that point, Richard and his wife Gloria and sister Beverly, they took over the operations at PiNKS. Since that time, the family has created over 35 combinations of hot dogs, dozens of varieties of hamburgers to satisfy the tastes of a variety of tastes for their patrons. PiNKS has located all the Hollywood studios like Paramount, Universal, Disney, and it started attracting customers of established movie and TV stars, which there's like the celebrity Hall of Fame when you
like
go
a
in there.
Shrine,
yeah, like everywhere you look, there's pictures of celebrities.
Yeah, French Stewart, all the biggest names.
Guy Fieri, our god.
Guy Fieri, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Gary Coleman, whoever else.
Bill Cosby, all the greats.
All the greats.
Yeah, I don't know if there's Bill Cosby. They might have taken that one down. Yeah,
maybe.
Not David Fincher, but
we have the
David
Jello
Lynch.
pudding dog. The David Lynch. Yeah.
They should do a Jello pudding dog. That'd be so fucking
nasty. Puts you to sleep.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's awesome. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, so just kind of glancing over the other stuff. So, PiNKS has 13 locations. I had no idea. I just thought it was 2 locations. But PiNKS has 13 locations, including the original on La Brea, the Del Amo Mall in Torrance, the Brea Mall, so it still exists.
Still there.
The Camarillo Outlets, Universal City Walk, Raging Waters in San Dimas, Los Angeles and Orange County Fairs, the LA Forum, Wisconsin, Oahu, and the Philippines. PiNKS also has an active catering business. PiNKS attributes its longevity and its success to the tastiness of their hot dogs, which snap when you bite into them. It's the never-ending hot dog menu combinations and its long-term staff of over 30 years, or over 30, and many of whom have been with the PiNKS for over 10 years. The unique 1946 open kitchen curbside stand and relaxed dining room and patio seating, its Hollywood locations and atmosphere, its appearances in nationwide movies and TV shows, and its commitment to the community through its Chili Dogs for Charity program. PiNKS is often referred to as a Hollywood legend since 1939, but PiNKS family likes to say, "We are the little hot dog stand that could."
Dude, I mean, really.
I pulled that off the website, by the way.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well.
I couldn't have said any better.
Yeah. Very well said. And it's so funny, that you mentioned all the locations.
Yeah.
And they didn't mention Knott's Berry Farm. So at Knott's Berry Farm, they had a PiNKS in the
Oh, I wonder if that area
downtown Knott's,
Oh,
whatever.
Oh, so it wasn't downtown.
Yeah,
or like little area.
The shopping.
I wonder what is it now? Is it the Starbucks?
Starbucks. It was
no
the PiNKS.
shit.
Yep.
I could totally see it being there.
Yeah, it was there for a good couple of years, but yeah, I was curious about that. I'm like, is this like something that isn't really working? Because I was like, maybe it just doesn't work in these other places. But when you said 13 and they're all still going, I mean,
so I could understand why it wouldn't work at Knott's.
Yeah.
Specifically because when you're going into that area, if you're going to eat something, you're probably going to Mrs. Knott's.
the chicken house.
Yeah.
Heavy competition.
Yeah, I mean, how do you compete with that?
Yeah.
You really can't.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get a hot dog, you're probably gonna go get it in the park.
Yeah.
Whereas Universal City Walk, I could get it because there's a lot of tourists and they're not gonna go to Melrose and La Brea, so they're gonna hang and just go, oh, cool, we can go hit a PiNKS here.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing with like a Voodoo Donut. Oh, we're in the West Coast, we'll go to Voodoo Donut. Or,
Yeah.
So I could understand it working at City Walk, but it not working at Knott's.
So PiNKS is known for these
Wild
it's known
combinations.
It's known for like the line, the fact that it's been an LA staple forever, but the hot dogs themselves are wild. And that's funny you said that because I was very curious about when they started. Because now there is a slew of crazy hot dogs. When they started, it was just a modest chili dog.
Yeah, and I think that
hamburger.
the first addition to their menu was tamales, I believe.
Oh, really?
I think so. I could be wrong on that, but that was one of their earliest menu additions that they had was a tamale.
So this was your first time actually eating at PiNKS?
I haven't had a hot dog in probably, I want to say, no joke, I probably haven't had a hot dog in probably 10 years.
Wow, that's how I got through junior college.
Hello.
But yeah, so you first time having PiNKS, the whole time living in Los Angeles.
Yeah, first time.
What was your impression?
So I've always liked the location of PiNKS. It is a super iconic Los Angeles location.
Yeah.
It's a staple of Hollywood. There was a ramen place that I used to go to all the time called Tatsu Ramen, and I still go there. Tatsu Ramen's fantastic. One thing that also has a massive line is Tatsu Ramen. You go there, you're waiting in line for a half an hour. PiNKS, you might be waiting in line for a half an hour.
Yeah.
But my first impressions of PiNKS hot dogs, being a first timer there, and both our first times at that location. Hands down, it's the best hot dog I've ever had. I mean, that's no bullshit. I didn't want to talk about it at the location at all because I wanted to save it for the podcast. But no joke, it was the best hot dog I've ever had. I had a pastrami dog, which was Swiss cheese, pastrami, hot dog, mustard, and that was it. I threw a bunch of pickles on there.
Yeah.
And I also got an order of onion rings. The onion rings were great. They were perfect. Could have used a little bit of salt, but they were fine. I ate the whole batch. And the hot dog was perfect. They're right. The hot dogs do have a snap to them.
It's like a crunch, right? You're just like, man, it feels like you're, I don't know, doing something.
Totally, yeah. The pastrami was fantastic as well. The cheese was like, it was like that processed Swiss cheese. So it definitely had like with the bun, it kind of had like a stick to your mouth, but it didn't fucking matter. It tasted delicious. And I just covered the whole thing in mustard because I'm a sick bastard. I love mustard.
It looked good, dude.
It was really good.
Yeah.
But I felt like when I saw your hot dog, I felt like your hot dog looked even better.
Dude, it was so good. We were both starving, too, which helps. And you there's a big build up to PiNKS because you got to wait in that line. And the line is something that I've always heard when you hear about PiNKS. It's like, oh, there's a big line, always a big line. But I don't know, you get like captivated by the hot dogs, or you're like, I'm in this. I'm waiting for it.
Well,
like,
yeah, because it's an open kitchen too.
Yeah, and everyone's just on board.
Totally.
For the line.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is just how it goes.
And it was good people watching too.
Yes, it was.
Because
there were some characters.
Yeah, totally. There was characters. There was influencers. There was
people filming stuff. There was you're in Hollywood, so you're getting the full experience.
Yeah, totally.
There's tourists.
A bunch of tourists.
Yeah. There was a guy that maybe hasn't talked to someone in a few years.
Jesus Christ.
Big
I was
gamer.
trying to help this guy too.
Yeah. It was funny. He was asking about the bathroom. He's kind of throwing like a bitch fit.
Yeah, he was. So we were waiting so there's a little waiting area at PiNKS where there's the celebrity. What would you call that?
The celebrity shrine.
Yeah.
The Hall of Fame.
The
Wall of Fame.
Yeah. So there's like the Wall of Fame, and there's the giant hot dog sculpture with two
multicolored eyebrows.
Yeah, multicolored eyebrows.
Mustard and ketchup.
There's 2 window AC units in there too. That building's so old, there's no AC.
No.
So they crammed in those. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yes, it was cute.
Anyway, so there's that Wall of Fame room, and one thing it's kind of confusing with the bathroom. So I had to pee really bad, so I walked over to the bathroom and I was like, oh crap, I got to get a key for it. And so as I was walking back towards to the Wall of Fame area, or the Room of Fame, I guess, the parking attendant goes, "Hey man," he's like, "if you need the bathroom key, it's right here in this jar." And I'm like, "Oh, cool, man. That's perfect. It's right next to the bathroom. Thank you so much, Keymaster."
Yeah.
So yeah, peed, went back inside, waited for our hot dog, and this other guy, the gamer, came in.
Yeah. The gamer who probably hasn't showered in a little while. He's upset. He's in sunlight. He's melting.
Yeah, he was melting.
Yeah.
This guy
His
looked
neck
gross,
beard
dude.
was swaying in the wind. Yeah.
That's a perfect description. He was like, he looked like he hadn't had a haircut in maybe like a year.
Yeah.
He had like cut it really short at one point in time and then just let it grow. So tons of gross neck hair. He was super bald on top and just had it kind of like pasted kind of.
Yeah, like the stringy.
Not a good look.
Yeah.
Time to give up. I mean, it's beyond time.
Bill
to get rid of
Murray
it.
and Kingpin.
Oh,
where
yeah,
his hair
totally.
gets all wild.
Yeah. Ern McCracken.
Yeah.
I totally had that going.
Yeah, but I did love it because it is just that. It's like that's a place that you visualize LA to have.
Yeah.
Every big city needs like that's been there forever to get a hot dog and pinks. And I love that it's all pink. I don't know, man. I do enjoy the color pink.
Yeah.
They do it to a level that's great. It's
especially right now because they just did that collaboration with Guess Jeans.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so there was like that whole wall that was in the building adjacent that was bright pink, and it said Guess Pinks.
Do you think the pink is there just to remind us of the Pepto-Bismol we're going to have
Yeah,
after
I
eating
think so,
those
yeah.
monster dogs?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, the dog, like, honestly, I've had a Pinks before, and I don't remember what one. I think it was a chili cheese dog one.
At the La Brea Mall, right?
At the Brea Mall. Yeah.
Or the Brea Mall, sorry.
Yeah.
So before because I want to get into what you had before. I know I'm going to forget this, but
Yeah.
So that Guess Jeans collaboration that they're doing, that big pink wall was for,
Yeah.
the models that they used for the pinks for the jean jackets and shit, which are fucking sick. The models were the owners of Pinks, and they're like well into their 70s.
Yeah, that's kind of amazing.
It was fucking great, and they're like standing there like modeling these like all this like Guess jeans, like acid wash pink fucking. It's such a great collaboration. So I just wanted to touch on that before I forget.
That's cool.
But before we got to get into what you had, because between the two hot dogs, I personally felt it was, like I said, it was the best hot dog I've ever had. But your hot dog, to me, looked next level.
It was next level. It was so good. And I remember thinking when I went to Pink's prior to this at the Brea Mall or Knott's, I think I got the chili cheese dog, and it was like real excessive. And I think I got too much food.
Yeah.
And it was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Today I was hungry. I worked up an appetite. So it was perfect, and it was just so flavorful too. They use like this really crispy, like flavorful bacon.
That looks so good.
And then
there was a lot of it on there too.
Yes. Oh, dude.
And all those pickled jalapenos.
The jalapenos.
What was that called? That dog that you got?
It was the El Cucuy.
Okay.
Yeah. The famous legend of the Mexican beast or whatever. Yeah. The boogeyman or whatever.
Oh, yes.
So like it's coming for you. But it was cool because I didn't feel completely. I felt full.
That's Frank Escalante, by the way.
Oh yeah,
El
yeah.
Cucuy, Friend of the show.
Yeah, dude. Frank, man. Cheers. I didn't feel completely fucked up though. It wasn't completely like I'm done. It was a nice I'm full. I feel like if you had maybe gotten, because what did you have? You had the hot dog. Did you have fries?
I had onion rings.
Did you blast those onion rings?
Yeah.
You were hungry.
I was fucking starving.
Yeah.
It was 3:00 when we ate. I hadn't eaten anything all day. It was just only coffee and water. So I was dying, dude.
Do you think Pink's could be one of those things that expands to the East Coast? Like,
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I could see a Pink, like if they just threw in random Pinks in like high traffic areas, dude, that shit would go off, man. Like if like in Vegas, if there was one on this, like not necessarily on the strip, but if there was one in like a cool casino area, like where the Cantors is by the Link Casino, like that would be a great location for a Pink's.
I think so too.
But just like a few little.
I think so too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But just some locations here and there, I think would work really well. Just because the logo, the branding alone is just phenomenal.
So iconic.
I heard those owners are cool as fuck.
Really?
Yes. So my buddy Adam,
Yeah.
who's a YouTuber, he was doing a video on PiNKS. So a long time, like he's always kind of thrown in food videos throughout the years, kind of like basically like what we're doing now.
Yeah.
But just specific YouTube content. So apparently one time the PiNKS owners were there. It was like a 75th anniversary. I think that's what it was. And they saw Adam filming. And so when he went up to go pay, they were like, oh, we're going to comp you everything. Whatever you want and your buddy wants, like, you guys can take whatever. He's like, oh, no, that's not necessary. He's like, no, like, you're filming a commercial for us. Like, we'll pay, we'll gladly.
So cool.
Yeah.
So
So
cool.
they like recognized that and like took the...
They're hustlers, dude.
Dude, yeah.
They're hustlers. They're like 80 years old taking pictures with
Absolutely. They're out there grinding.
Lizzo and her butt cheeks.
Yeah,
like,
totally, yeah.
And they got the hot dog in between.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's cool, man. I mean, they're hustling. You could tell they put a lot of care into their business.
Big time.
And it's beautiful to see, because the sad thing about some of the places that we've done, even some of the chain ones that we've done, you kind of worry about how they're going to stay alive.
Sure. Yeah,
But
Foster
Pink-
Freeze
but-
being one of them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
PiNKS is it's in it, dude. It's gonna be around forever. I mean, literally, you have
I think
to
so, yeah.
destroy Los Angeles to get rid of PiNKS. Like,
I would
it's here to stay.
Yeah, I would assume that even like when the owners decide to retire,
Yeah.
or whatever happens to the business, I would assume that it has to be on like, I don't know, man. It's tough because Los Angeles is really quick to get rid of some of their history, especially
very
fast food
tragic.
history, and it's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, Brown
know?
Derby, all that stuff
Well,
that should still be there.
Even now, like things like hot dog on a stick in Santa Monica, like to me that's like a real. We're gonna get to hot dog on a
Yeah,
stick one
we
of these
got
days,
to.
and that's one that they kind of. I have mixed feelings about hot dog on a stick.
Dude, funny side note here. At the Brea Mall where I frequent, the PiNKS replaced the hot dog on a stick.
Trippy, dude.
Which is weird, and I'm like, is this going to be a thing where PiNKS is in hot? But
I've
you
never
know,
seen a hot dog on the stick ever go out.
They probably did like a lot of research, and Brea's like a kind of a perfect spot. 'Cause
Sure.
It's a good. You're getting a lot of different traffic there. So, yeah, it's
They could put a PiNKS in at the Irvine Spectrum. I think it would do really well too.
No, but I could totally see that being in Vegas. It's not in Vegas.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I could see that being in Vegas.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
yeah.
a Cantor's in Vegas, right down
That's
down the way
wild.
from the Link. I think it's the Link. And
Cantor's.
Yeah, there's a Cantor's.
Deli.
Yes.
What?
It's
I didn't
fucking
even know
rad.
that.
It's
That's
right
so
across
cool.
from Kimmel's Comedy Club.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
cool, dude.
Yeah,
That's
super
cool.
cool.
There is a little bit of that in Vegas right now, where
Definitely.
they're kind of like they have don't they have like a Comedy Cellar, which is like a New York
I think they do. There's
Club
also a Laugh Factory.
and Laugh Factory?
Yeah, that's in the Tropicana, which I'm sure that place is going to get bulldozed pretty
Yeah.
soon.
Speaking
What a
of places
shithole.
that may not stick around,
Dude, yeah, man. The fucking Laugh Factory at the Tropicana.
Yeah, it smells like old PiNKS hot dogs.
It's honestly like that's a cool club. Like I saw a bunch of shows there recently and I had a fucking blast, but yeah, dude, that casino is fucking weird.
So if you would say if there was something that
Oh, so before, like
Oh, yeah.
the last thing I want to touch on with PiNKS is the price. So my
Yeah.
bill for I got a hot dog, I got the hot dog with pastrami, I got an order of onion rings, and I just got a water. My bill was $14.50. The T-shirt that I bought that was fucking amazing. It's just an old school design. It's got the PiNKS on the front, PiNKS logo on the front, big back blaster on the back. It's a real hokey logo. It's awesome. It's fucking amazing. The shirt was $14.50. So my bill was $31, which was my meal and a T-shirt. I felt like for the price that I paid for my meal was great. It was a very good price point. I wouldn't say it was too expensive, and I wouldn't say it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't. I mean, I've paid more for Mexican food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I remember
Because
going
Mexican food is normally cheap.
Yeah. I remember going before to PiNKS
Yeah.
at the mall or Knott's, and I remember people complaining about the price.
Well, yeah, because Knott's was probably charging them in the high ticket for the rent, and they were probably charging them on the back end. So what I found out is that a lot of restaurants that are in like higher traffic areas that they want a cut of your profits too, which is to me really fucked up. It's like if you want to charge for rent and charge what you want, but for you to like ask for a chunk of their profits, unless you're doing something extraordinary to help out the people that are renting from you, they don't deserve a fucking dime of your profits. But I'm sure, I guarantee that Cedar Fair wanted a chunk of their revenue, and PiNKS was just like, fuck off.
Yeah,
and that's why they got out of there.
Yeah,
and Starbucks was like, we don't care. We'll take that. We'll take the loss because we're Starbucks and we want
fine. Yeah, we'll be good.
We'd rather be there than the Coffee Bean because that's what's coming next.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, dude. Well, 1 in the pink and
2 in the
PiNKS.
Yeah.
So I want to see what other people say about PiNKS.
Oh yeah. What would you? So, I would say the PiNKS menu, because it's so extensive, I would say it's awesome. Is there anything that you would want to add to the PiNKS menu? Because there's one thing that I would add to the PiNKS menu.
Oh, you know, it would be kind of cool if they had like an ice cream hot dog.
You know, I was thinking the same thing. Like if they had ice cream there, or like root beer floats, but ice cream would be great. However, that space is so small that it'd be very difficult to add freezers for ice cream.
Yeah, I was gonna say ice cream would be perfect.
It would be perfect.
It's really it'd be a nice touch to that food.
It would be.
You know, it'd be heavenly,
Yeah.
man. Imagine being baked out of your mind on an edible.
But if you're no, that would be. I hate edibles, man.
And having
But-
the hot dog eat you.
Yeah,
you know?
that giant hot dog.
Yeah, I like that.
But if you want something, if you're in the mood for something sweet, right across the street is the Milk Bar, which has like that world famous Instagram worthy cake. I believe there's ice cream there too.
Did you like how I said ice cream hot dogs?
I like
a
that.
5-year-old.
Yeah, ice cream hot dog.
Yeah, ice cream hot dog.
I like it though, dude. That sounds great.
An ice cream hot dog delight.
Dude, it's yummy.
Bring it on, man.
So I'm with you, man. I think that it would be great if they had ice cream. However, I understand that space is of a premium over at that location, so it'd be difficult to do.
If you're there, definitely go because it feels like an experience.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You know, like there's something about it that I actually really
Dude, it was awesome.
Yeah, and I love that stuff in a world of like online orders, you know, like all that shit. There's something kind of cool about being old school and just sitting in a fucking line and waiting for delicious food. Like there's something that you feel like you earn it.
Totally.
You know, when you get up there, it's like, oh, this relief, you know?
Yeah, and it was really
in the toilet too. Oh.
Okay, another thing that I'll add is that I had to pee. The bathroom was super clean.
Yeah, for how
much foot traffic goes through there.
Yeah, and how, you know, like stomach bursting those hot dogs probably are.
Super clean.
Yeah. No, they got a very good, efficient staff making sure it doesn't look like a horror movie in the PiNKS bathroom.
Because it could easily.
Yeah, it should smell like a Hostel movie looks like, you know, like.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. It's good.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to go.
Yeah, we're going to go to a segment where we look at
Yelp
what
reviews.
people are saying about these places. Yeah. We like to look at what the negative review is first and then a positive note.
Yeah.
But
we do Yelp reviews specifically because they're way more unhinged than Google reviews.
Yes.
We were experimenting at first, did some Google ones, didn't fuck it. They were just way too like low key. Yelp reviews unhinged because people are fucking.
I think
cunts.
Neckbeard Man is probably on there.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with Leslie R from Austin, Texas. Now this review was from a couple weeks ago. Here it is right here. It's a very short and sweet. Leslie R from Austin, Texas. So she knows a lot about good food. Being from Austin, Texas, I heard there's a lot of good food there, as in like 4 restaurants that are good and the rest is just diarrhea dog shit. But I heard there's a lot of great food from 4 restaurants in Austin, Texas. People love that place. Unless your rent gets raised all of a sudden because there's no rent control and you're fucked. Oh, that happens too, but hey, you know what? That's okay because you're not in California. You're in Austin.
Yeah.
It's a great place to be. It's not California. Tell you what, you live free in Austin, and you can have your choice of 4 good restaurants.
And you can't do a few other things while you live in Austin.
I'm gonna tell you, they don't allow the gays there. I heard. I'll tell you Leslie R from Austin, Texas. Here we go. Unless you're used to mediocre foods, please do not waste your time or money. Period. My chili cheese dog was not eatable. Okay, that's a new word. Eatable. Not edible. Eatable. My son's hamburger was, at best, mediocre. The ingredients are the cheapest I've encountered on such a hyped up establishment. We each took 2 bites and went somewhere else. Oh, that's useful, Leslie. Thank you so much for your fucking comments, you. All right.
They took 2 bites?
2 bites. Yeah,
2 bites of the hot dog. Yeah, they finished it. You guys messed up. Can I get a free one? That's what it sounds like. Those are the first people to do that, too. All the shit talkers. I just wanted free food.
But you know what, though? I would assume that somebody who is a Texas born and raised person is probably a hot dog connoisseur of sorts. I'm going to tell you what.
Yeah.
Lips and assholes are their specialties out there in Tejas.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, like I think that I shouldn't bash on I've never even been to Texas. I hear it's a great place.
I think you'd like it. Yeah,
Would
yeah. Things about it. Yeah, yeah. Austin's fun. You got to go to 6th Street. It looks like Night of the Living Dead.
Where are the gay hookers at? That's where I want to go.
Everywhere.
Okay, I'll have to ask another comedian that will not be named, because if I do name him, it'll be cut out of the podcast. He would know.
Yeah, you should.
His nicknames are TD.
Oh, dude.
And I'm not talking about touchdown.
Damn, dude.
I'm talking about broing down. That's stupid. Okay, so second review, Denise O. from Lexington Place, Glendale, Arizona. I didn't realize that there's another.
There's like a shopping center in Glendale.
Yeah, totally, yeah. It's where just the hot dog and the stick. On my visit to LA, I always stop PiNKS. What the fuck does that mean? I always stop PiNKS?
So she protests PiNKS?
Yeah. This time I stopped by, the line was short, to my surprise, and I found out why. It just isn't the same anymore. The bun tastes like paper, and something was missing from the chili. The good thing is that my cravings are gone, and I won't have to stop by anymore, LOL. You're a bitch, Leslie. Not Leslie, Denise O. She actually has a picture of herself on here. She looks mean.
Oh, man. She sounds like a meanie. So, wait, so she's shitting on... She said the line was not busy. The line wasn't long.
Yeah,
because
and now I know why.
Because it tastes like paper?
It tasted like paper. Shut up, dude. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really good.
Yeah, dude.
PiNKS was great.
Yes.
All right, last negative. These are all in a row. Last negative review. So this is from Miguel A. from Norwalk. And he actually, he took some photos, which is kind of, it's interesting. Most people don't. And I have something to say about this. This one says, too dirty ghetto spot. Road range. As you stand in line, hot dog was cold and drink was warm. Quality was D-. I would not come back here. Please clean up. Okay.
Dude, that place is spotless, dude.
Dude, it was spotless.
Yeah. What?
It was absolutely spotless. And his picture is of him wearing the nastiest... Oh, this is great. It's him wearing the nastiest fucking pair of Vans I've ever seen in my life, with the backs of the Vans folded down, and you can see the back of his socks. And, like, on the ground is just, like, a couple little tomatoes and like, a piece of an onion. And that's what he's talking about. Dirty spot? What the fuck are you talking about? And then the other picture that he posted was just of a painting on a wall. What's dirty about this painting on the wall? I don't see anything. So, cool. Right on, Miguel A. from Norwalk. You're the best. Fuck off, motherfucker.
Wow, dude. Yeah, he's one in the pink, one in the stink for that guy, dude.
I disagree. I felt like the place was extremely clean. Their tables were moving constantly. You know, we got a table, thankfully. You grabbed one.
Yeah.
The tables were moving constantly, and our table was clean.
Yeah.
When we got to it, it was clean. Everything around us was clean. Everything.
Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, God. I know where you're going.
No, I was
with
going to say that maybe they hire the local, spun out people to clean the tables.
Yeah,
it's spotless. I know.
Yeah. Right up. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go.
They give them free hot dogs. Yeah.
They don't eat.
They don't eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sell them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They move them over to Milk Bar. You guys want hot dogs? Yeah. Okay, cool. Here we go, man. Let's
do some positive reviews.
Ones, man.
I've had it up to here with these negative MFers. Let's
negative
see.
Nancy's.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We got some lovely faces here. Some happy folks who love wieners in their mouths.
Don't we all?
Oh, Lady M from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Lady Gaga.
Yummy chili chews dog is my favorite. My friend had Carl Reiner. He swore by it. It's definite must do. You are visiting Los Angeles.
Wow, this is somebody that's a Ukrainian immigrant here,
fleeing and having some hot dogs. Oh yeah, she
I heard something about that. They're building Ukrainian housing in Los Angeles.
Really?
I don't know. I heard something about that.
I need to play up my Polish background.
Yeah, you do.
My Slavic fucking
your heritage.
Yeah, some of my heritage. Okay, look at this. I love PiNKS, but unfortunately the long lines. Oh, what the fuck? This is a positive review.
Yeah.
This is from LG, in San Dimas, California.
The Lig?
The home of Raging Waters. I love PiNKS, but unfortunately the long lines and slow wait make it an occasional visit for me. I do recommend it for people with patience. So doctors.
That was pretty good.
Thank you, dude. Sun spent. Okay, here's another good one. This one looks a little like there's a little. Let me see one with a little more going on.
Some girth to it.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
I like the short ones too, but like it's not with the ones that are like super glowing. Those are always great because you can tell like the person is really passionate about it.
Had a good experience. Yeah, like Lady M she may have went through some trauma in the head. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. No, some people are being fast and they might not have the same. Yeah, but she needs to learn how to spell. No, I'm just kidding. Son spent 4 years. Okay, this is from Eric H. He's an elite.
Ooh, he's an elite Yelper.
Elite Yelper. Hooray. From San Francisco, California. He gave it 5 stars?
Of course, the guy from Santa Rosa San Francisco gives a 5-star review for a hot dog joint because they're all gay.
I've heard that. I don't know. I'll have to ask my aunt in Oakland, my lesbian aunt, if anyone's gay up there.
Is there a lot of gays up there? Is there like a lot of hot dogs?
So, Son spent 4 years here and had not been to PiNKS. Say what? Well, that's what he said.
Fucking A, dude. It's 5 years for me. And
yeah, he said Son spent 4 years and had not been to PiNKS. Say what? Well, took him for his graduation lunch, and although he wouldn't to his dad's face, he'll be back.
Okay.
Okay. Is me just putting down some wieners in the throat in front of dad's face?
The writing is just so strange on these Yelp reviews.
Like many iconic Los Angeles eateries established earlier than 1950, it has a great wall of fame, including Snoop Dogg, Marie Osmond, Bobby Flay, and yes, even the singer Pink.
Well, don't forget about Oprah.
Oprah's in there as well. Deepak Chopra also. You will find many Wens, WENS, and shows featuring PiNKS.
All right.
I recently caught a couple episodes of Bosch where they ate at PiNKS. What is Bosch? Anyone watch Bosch?
It must be like some kind of like
Bosch.
ABC, yeah, like some kind of
Tom Sitlick's back as Bosch.
Yeah, courtroom drama.
Yeah.
Why is it that every single show on like ABC, NBC, CBS,
it's a courtroom.
It's courtroom drama or like
Blue Bloods.
Yeah, people like getting killed. It's like a murder or courtroom drama. It's either like dead bodies in the woods or in the courtroom. One or the other.
I know. When I see those shows, I'm like, if I was in the police department where there's a murder every day. I mean, I don't know why they're not transferring. Like, what's that? Yeah, all those shows. They're
all like that.
Yeah,
it's
there's
weird.
like the most mass murders ever take place in Chicago PD. Like, actually, they do.
Yeah,
from what I hear,
but
I
it's
don't
weird.
know.
It's weird how every single. It feels like to me every single show that's on network TV is either courtroom drama or it's like dead people dying and they're investigating murders.
And then the courtroom drama is about people dying.
Yeah, always.
So
yeah,
it's always really uplifting.
It's fucking
stuff.
ridiculous.
Yeah, cost is about $15 PP. We had 4 drinks, 4 dogs, onion rings, and French fries for $60. And memories we won't forget. PiNKS is a Los Angeles treasure everyone must try at least once.
$15 for a good lunch in Los Angeles, especially for a spot like PiNKS, which is a staple of Los Angeles. And
it's
a tour,
about right for what it is.
And for a place that in a lot of respects should be a tourist trap, I felt like it didn't feel like a tourist trap at all. It was. It's exactly what it should be.
Yeah. Yes, dude. It's one of the most like tasteful. Like it's like a living, breathing spot.
Yeah.
Because there's some places that kind of live on the nostalgia that are kind of lacking, or there's places that are just like a sad shadow of what they were.
Or other places like the Idle Hour, which is, for those who don't know, it looks like a whiskey barrel on the outside. They have a recreation of the the Bulldog
the
Cafe.
Idle Hour.
Yeah,
that's right. We were supposed to have a show there before COVID. Funny story.
So that'd be a great.
I've never been there.
It would be a great place to have a comedy. Not a great place for a comedy show, but also the space is big enough to throw a rager.
Where's the Idle Hour?
It's in North Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
But like that place is a place that's been reinvented, and it's fantastic. I love the Idle Hour.
So he has a couple great pictures that he included in his Yelp review. It's kind of showcasing the famous wall. You've got Jimmy Kimmel, Aretha Franklin, Steve Martin, You've got Ron Jeremy in here.
Ellen.
Yeah, next to his own hot dog. It's the same size.
Terry Crews. That was
Terry
a good one.
Crews. Yeah. And it shows the umbrellas and the outside, and then
David Lynch. That was a great one. Go PiNKS.
Go PiNKS.
Yeah.
That's the greatest.
So great.
I love this too because they're showing 4 just juicy looking hot dogs. The Brando dog, the Carl Reiner.
That's the first one on the menu too. When you look at the back, is the Brando dog.
Yeah, the Marlon Brando dog. I forget what's on that one. I think that's the relishy. It's real relish.
Yeah. What would you get? Is that the third one you've read so far?
No, Brando dog, Carl Reiner, Chicago Polish dog, mild, and then a spicy Polish dog. You almost got, or did you get was that the Polish?
No, I got the Brooklyn.
The Brooklyn one. The Brooklyn
yeah.
pastrami dog.
Yeah.
How was the pastrami?
The pastrami was great.
It looked killer.
It was really good.
I've never had pastrami there, so that looked
good.
It
was nowhere near as good as the Oinksters pastrami, but the Oinksters pastrami is like next level shit.
Top shelf. Yeah, dude.
Let's read one more, and then we'll kind of wrap this. Put a bow on this motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. Let's put a freaking big pink bow on this thing. All right, let's see.
Oh no.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, I gotta tell you, dude. Like, side note, not like I gotta tell you, you're a really good reader. Like reading from paper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're a really good reader.
I don't know, dude.
I think you are. Like, you do. Like, you speak so well. Like, naturally when you're reading stuff, I just butcher everything, and I'm like, fucking little. You do a really good job.
I think it was my special education, that really helped. You got to have a special education to narrow in certain skills, right? That's what that means.
Yes.
Yeah. The way I could just wear a dunce hat in class was great. Okay, this is from Gregory G. from South Pasadena. South Pasadena
is a great little area.
California. He gave it 5 stars. He's also an elite member. He looks like Banksy in this photo. He's wearing like a mask. Whoa, he's got like a mustache in the mask.
Sick.
Shades. Yeah. Okay. PiNKS Hot Dogs is an iconic location, and if you live in LA, you have to go to PiNKS. It's been in business for 82 years. It started as a humble hot dog stand, and over the past 8 decades, celebrities from far and wide have stopped by and eaten at this place. Don't believe me? Come see the wall of countless famous actors, comedians, musicians, athletes, Scientologists, porn stars,
theme park phrenologists,
all the dudes, photos on the wall of fame. They have a themed hot dog name after the famous celebrity themselves. You can get a hot dog you want, any style, any toppings. The choices are endless.
Betty White. There's a Betty White dog.
There's a Betty White dog.
It's
R.I.P.
naked.
Is it? The naked one?
It's
I
just
can
a
see
naked
her
hot
doing
dog.
that.
Yeah.
I've seen her naked
Hello.
as well. Have you seen that?
No.
Old school, but gorgeous.
All right.
I would have done it anytime. Now I would do it.
I bet.
Know?
Dig her up.
Dig her up, man.
That's what I say.
That's gonna be the next weird Trump slogan. Dig her up.
Yeah.
They just want to bring Hillary Clinton back to like fuck the corpse. Okay.
Oh wow. There we go.
I'm sorry.
PiNKS Hot Dogs, we love you.
PiNKS Hot Dogs, we love you. I'm sorry. Okay. I was trying so hard to be a good boy this episode. Dig her up. Dig her up.
We were having a conversation earlier about, because we were talking about, like, we always go to the worst places with our language.
Yeah, it's a comedy podcast, not safe for work, but
I
always try to crack him up, and I go to just the darkest,
gnarliest,
the most ridiculous spots, and I'm trying to.
We're trying to be better.
We want you guys to be able to eat.
And I'm terrible too, because I'll just encourage it. I'll be like, and then I'll just say what's gonna come out of your mouth, because I can see it in your eyes, and you're like, I'm like, I'll just say it.
Sorry, but dig her up is good. Okay,
dig her up. Yeah.
All right, so you can get the Betty White dog. This man Gregory chose the LA Street Dog. It's a 9-inch hot dog with mustard, ketchup, onions, 3 strips of bacon, and jalapenos. You have to stop there right outside of Hollywood, La Brea and Beverly. You can't miss them. You will not be disappointed. Show them some love. And if you have a special Polish dog, you can order, and the proceeds will support the Ukraine.
Oh, yeah, there's
it's
a
win-win
Ukrainian
for
dog.
everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, was there? Okay.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, and so he's showing off his photos. Yeah, man, honestly, dude, that was the best time I've ever had PiNKS. That was the best time I've ever had it.
It was really good.
It was really good. It was an experience.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we were kind of freaked out because we thought you were going to get not freaked out, but
so check this out. One disclaimer about PiNKS. So on, I believe it's La Brea, you got to move your car by 4 o'clock if you park on the street. So it was approaching 4 o'clock, and I was worried about that. But PiNKS has got a lot.
yeah.
So if you want to park at PiNKS, you can park there.
Yeah, dude.
Because parking can be kind of dicey in that neighborhood, but
You can park one of the PiNKS, and then if you want to park in the street, then you might be one of the stinks. But
yes, exactly. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I loved PiNKS, man.
Yeah.
That was such a great experience.
It was.
We
the
definitely
whole thing.
We recommend it for all you folks out there.
And even like we kind of got lucked out because Los Angeles can get pretty hot, and today was kind of a perfect day. Yeah, it was perfect. And on that patio, even though the sun was kind of coming down on us a little bit, didn't matter. It was the perfect temperature out there. PiNKS is definitely, there's a reason why it's a staple of Los Angeles, and there's a reason why that long line is always stretching down the way, and their merch is cool. Their collaboration with guests, with their wonderful models that they have, which is the owners. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about PiNKS, man. It definitely lived up to the hype of, what I thought, you're always like, a lot of these places, like, you're like, oh, PiNKS hot dogs, I've heard of this place. Oh, there's always a crazy ass line. Show me how good you are. And it definitely showed us how good they are. So
yes. Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude. Well, thank you guys for listening. You can follow me at Robertland Podcast, and watching the videos as well. Thank you for watching those. Check out the Robertland Clips page. We're going to have a bunch of new clips from the history of the show for all you folks out there. If you want just a little nugget, a little taste of the Robertland, you can do that. But, where can people follow you, Mr. Brosco?
TwoInTheStinks.com. It's TwoInThePinks.com. I am so sorry. It's not TwoInTheStinks.
Oh, yeah.
TwoInThePinks.com. It's a new website that I just started off. It's interesting. It's a sounding website. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. For those,
man, I'm a big fan of sounding.
I think, totally. It's a great
trend.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
So anyway, you can find me there. And Robert, what do we always say at the end of this podcast?
Well, we say,
in Guy we trust.